All right, next up, I'm going to be reacting to Green Bay at Washington. Green Bay is probably Green Bay fans are probably in a deeper state of like what the heck is going on more than ever right now. They never were this bad with Favre. This is Aaron Rodgers' worst year. Uh I know these teams are good besides the Commanders. I know these teams are good, but you lost to the Giants, Jets, and the Commanders 3 weeks in a row. To the Jets, it was at home and you got smoked. Their defense is falling apart. Like their defense was kind of holding it together for a little bit. They're slowly falling apart. People can run on them like crazy. People are starting to be able to pass on them. And Aaron Rodgers is missing throws. Like you can only blame your young receivers enough to a point. How long will Green Bay allow this to happen? Will they let it ride it out no matter how bad he plays? Like let's say they got 8 losses on the season. Let's say they're 4-8. Are they still gonna ride with Aaron Rodgers? If you have any glimpse of any kind of hope with Jordan Love, you got to put him in at some point this season if he's going to keep playing like this. I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan, but it can only get to a certain point. Like, the only throws I'm seeing him make are those little dink and dunk passes, but he can only do so much with that. He's missing all the deep throws. He's all the intermediate routes. He's missing them. Now, whether the receiver is supposed to be there or not, that could be on some of them, but he's missing every single one of them. So I mean, at least half of them have to be him. As for the Commanders, Heinicke's a better option than Wentz. I said that in the beginning of the season. He knows how to win. He's kind of like a poor man's Derek Carr. He's definitely a better option than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is like boop 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 and all in one game. You can't do that. Taylor Heinicke's takes shots. He makes mistakes, but not like Carson Wentz does, like in the most crucial moments, like pick sixes, things like that. Taylor Heinicke can protect the ball better. He knows how to manage an offense better. Yes, he's not as physically gifted as Wentz, obviously, but I definitely prefer Heinicke when it comes to winning football games. Look at McLaurin. They got a solid receiving core. They just have never really had a quarterback that gets it to him. Look at McLaurin went off yesterday. He's the one of the main reasons why the Packers lost is because Terry McLaurin was a beast. But as for the Packers, man, I don't see if you couldn't get it together against the Commanders, I don't know how you're going to. They got to run the ball. I don't know. They're passing on short downs. They're just their their play calling is stupid. Aaron Rodgers is not hitting deep balls. They're not utilizing the best weapons in their offense properly. The wide receivers aren't meshing with Aaron Rodgers at all. You got 2 running backs. Run the dang ball. A.J. Dillon could be a starting running back on a lot of teams. Aaron Jones is a top 5 or 6 running back in the NFL. Use them. Give Aaron Jones 20 carries. Give A.J. Dillon 10. That's going to get you 200 yards rushing almost guaranteed. I just think the Packers need to start leaning towards the run game, especially in situational football. When you're depending on a 3rd and goal, 3rd and short, 4th and goal, 4th and short, don't pass a little out route to the right and blame it on your receiver for dropping it. Like, you have more of a chance of getting a yard than you do of your receiver having to catch it. The main down I'm talking about, he caught it. It was like a fourth down and short. And he threw it out route, a little 1-yard out route to his third receiver, and he tried bringing it forward, and it slipped out of his hands because he was behind the first down marker. I mean, if you're not even going to pass more than a yard, how can you blame that on the receiver? That's your fault. That's the only open guy you can find. You got to run the ball. Green Bay, Washington. You're still probably gonna 6 wins max, but Packers got to get their stuff together.